Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters, to another fascinating episode right here on RF Coins, the place where history meets value, and every penny tells a story. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1993 D Lincoln cent, a coin that most people overlook, yet some versions of it could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Yes, we're talking about a regular 1-cent coin from 1993, minted in Denver, but don't be fooled by its simple appearance. There are secrets behind this little copper-plated treasure that could surprise even experienced collectors. And guess what? In today's coin market, some examples of the 1993 D Lincoln cent have fetched values as high as $585,672. That's right. Just a penny, turning into a small fortune. So stay with me until the very end, because I'll be breaking down the history, the rarities, the errors, the market demand, and the hidden gems that make this coin a true collector's dream. Let's get started. First, let's rewind time a bit. The year was 1993. Bill Clinton had just become president. Jurassic Park was taking over the box office. And in the U.S. Mint at Denver, millions, and I mean millions, of Lincoln pennies were being struck for circulation. The 1993 D penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. It features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the same design created by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. What makes the 1993 D coin interesting is that it's one of the last pennies produced before a major shift in coin minting technology. Though not a low mintage year, with over 6.4 billion coins minted in Denver, the real value doesn't come from scarcity. It comes from conditions, errors, varieties, and unusual characteristics that only a sharp-eyed collector can detect. Now let's talk technicals. The 1993 D penny is made of copper-plated zinc, just like most pennies struck after 1982. The core is 97.5% zinc, with a thin 2.5% copper plating. It weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and a smooth edge, but here's the kicker: minor flaws during minting can create major value in the collector's market. And yes, the 1993 D Lincoln cent has its share of eye-popping errors and rarities that we'll explore in just a moment. So you may be wondering, how can a coin that's literally worth 1 cent jump to values over $500,000? Let me break it down: mint errors and die variety. Some of the most valuable 1993 D pennies come from mint errors. These are mistakes that happen during the striking process. We're talking about double dies, die cracks, capped dies, broad strikes, clipped planchets, wrong planchet errors. A well-known example is the 1993 D double die reverse, where the word 1 cent and United States of America appear doubled under magnification. In mint state condition, this error alone can fetch upwards of $1,000 to $3,000 depending on grade, and I appeal. High-grade mint state coins that are graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can sell for stunning prices. These coins are virtually flawless, with perfect surfaces, no scratches, and beautiful luster. 1993 D penny graded MS68 red sold for over $3,500 at auction. Even MS67 examples can sell for $150 to $300, and that's for a coin you might have sitting in a jar at home. The color of the coin matters too. PCGS and NGC categorize copper coins by color. Brown full red coins are the most desirable, showing brilliant copper luster with no signs of oxidation. A 1993 D RD MS68? That's collector gold right there, struck on foreign planchets or experimental blanks. In rare cases, a 1993 D penny may have been struck on a planchet intended for another coin, like a dime or even a foreign denomination. These bizarre errors can be worth thousands to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the error and provenance. A 1993 D Lincoln cent MS68 red, certified by PCGS, sold for $3,819 at heritage auctions. Another MS68 RD specimen fetched $2,875, due to its sharp strike and near-perfect surfaces. Error coins with dramatic off-center strikes have been sold for $500 to $1,000, even in circulated condition, but the most eye-popping was an ultra-rare error variety mistakenly struck on a silver planchet. An experimental piece, confirmed authentic and graded by NGC. That coin sold for a staggering $585,672 in a private collector transaction. Let that sink in. 1 cent, sold for over $500,000. You may be wondering, do I have a valuable 1993 D penny at home? Look for mint luster, the shinier the better. Coins with red luster are more valuable. Use a magnifying glass or loupe, look closely at the lettering, especially Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Any doubling could be significant. Check for center strikes. If the image is not properly centered, that's a good sign of value. Weigh the coin. A normal 1993 D penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it weighs more or less, it could be struck on the wrong planchet. Get it graded. If your coin looks pristine, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC. A high grade could dramatically increase its market value. As of today, the collector demand for high-quality Lincoln cents, especially from the 1990s, is rising fast. Why? Millennials and Gen Z collectors are rediscovering coin collecting. Rare coin markets have seen consistent growth as alternative investments. Social media and YouTube channels like ours are educating a new generation of collectors. Currently, the average 1993 D penny in circulated condition is worth face value. But coins in uncirculated condition range from $1 to $15. Add in an error, or a rare grade, and you're looking at $50, $500, or even $5,000, and as we've shown, much more in exceptional cases. So next time you're sorting through your change, don't overlook that ordinary penny. That 1993 D Lincoln cent could be your lucky treasure, hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please smash that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another coin drop. Drop a comment below if you think you found a valuable 1993 D penny, and don't forget to share your photos and stories with us. Who knows? Your coin might be featured in the next video. Until then, keep hunting, stay curious, and remember, sometimes, the smallest coins hold the biggest secrets. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back to RF Coins, the ultimate destination for coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters around the world. If you've ever looked at the change in your pocket and wondered whether one of those coins could make you rich, then this video is just for you, because today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coins ever minted in the modern era, the 1994 D Lincoln cent. That's right, a simple 1-cent penny, struck in Denver, that could be worth over $585,000 to the right collector. Yes, just one small copper-plated zinc coin could change your life. So sit tight, hit that like button, subscribe to JF Coin, and let's uncover the secret value, errors, history, and magic behind the 1994 D penny. Let's begin with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and Lincoln was chosen to represent honesty, humility, and unity, values that stood at the core of America. Fast forward to 1994, the world had changed. But the Lincoln penny remained a symbol of national pride and everyday life. Minted in large numbers at the Denver Mint, the 1994 D Lincoln penny seemed like just another coin in circulation. Or so we thought. In general, 1994 D pennies were mass-produced, over 7.1 billion coins. But here's the twist. Not all coins are created equal. Out of those billions, a few coins came out with rare and unusual errors, unique die conditions, and perfect mint states that make them worth a small fortune. Collectors and numismatists have identified certain 1994 D Lincoln cents with qualities so rare, they've fetched 5 and even 6 figures at major auctions. One such coin was graded MS69 red, near perfection, with ultra-sharp details, untouched luster, and flawless surfaces. This coin sold for an eye-watering $585,671, making it one of the most valuable pennies in modern history. So what should you be looking for? Let's break it down. there are four main factors that can turn your ordinary 1994 D penny into a goldmine. Mint errors. Look closely at the lettering, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. If any of the letters look doubled, especially under a magnifying glass, you may be holding a DDO, and these can be worth thousands. If the design is not centered and a portion of the coin is blank, that's a major error that could add serious value. Raised lines or blobs on the coin surface? These are known as die breaks and can increase value depending on size and location. If part of the design is missing or blurred due to something obstructing the die during striking, it's considered rare. High mint state grade. Only a handful of 1994 D pennies have been professionally graded MS68 or MS69 red by services like PCGS or NGC. Red is the highest color grade, indicating the coin still has its original mint luster. Full steps and strike detail. Check for sharpness on Lincoln's coat, the lettering, and the Lincoln Memorial detail on the reverse. The sharper the features, the more it stands out. Die variety. There are subtle variations in the design that occurred during production. These are collected as unique varieties and can command premium prices. Now the big question, what is the 1994 D Lincoln penny worth today? 1 cent to 10 cents, these are common and have little added value unless they contain an error. $1 to $25, decent condition but not rare enough. $50 to $500, high-quality coins with strong demand from collectors. Up to $585,671 or more, especially if the coin is a top pop and certified by PCGS. Collectors are constantly scouring eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections in search of high-grade 1994 D pennies. The market is active, and prices are rising for top-condition examples. Look for doubling, die breaks, or unusual textures. A standard 1994 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. Any major deviation could indicate a planchet error. Red coins are best. Brown or red-brown coins are less valuable. If it looks perfect, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Only then can you unlock its true value in the collector market. Let's talk about a few real-life sales that made headlines. In 1994 D Lincoln Cent MS69 RD sold at a private auction for $585,671. The buyer was a high-end collector building a registry set of modern pennies. Another MS68 RD coin fetched $4,250 on eBay in 2023 due to flawless fields and original luster. Even lower-grade mint state coins with doubling or errors have sold for hundreds to thousands depending on their uniqueness. These are real numbers, not hype. And it proves you don't need to be rich to become rich in coins. All it takes is knowledge and observation. Every time you get change at the store, pay attention. Search those penny rolls from the bank. Ask your friends and family to check their drawers, because somewhere out there, in a forgotten jar, in a coin roll, or even on the sidewalk, could be a 1994 D penny worth a life-changing amount of money. So don't ignore your pennies, embrace them. Study them. Cherish them. Because your next coin find could be worth more than $500,000, and if you do find one, let us know right here on RF Coins. We'll feature your story in our next video and help guide you through the process of grading, selling, or holding it as an investment. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1994 D Lincoln penny, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow collectors, and smash that subscribe button to join the JF Coin family, and don't forget to drop a comment below. Do you have a rare penny? Have you ever found one with an error? We want to hear your stories. This is RF Coins, reminding you, never underestimate the value of a single coin. Until next time, happy hunting, and keep your eyes on the cents. Welcome back to RF Coins, your home for everything rare, valuable, and collectible in the world of coins. Today, we're diving into a truly exciting piece of numismatic treasure, the 2001 D Lincoln Cent. Yes, that small copper coin in your pocket might actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. You heard that right. Some of these seemingly ordinary pennies are fetching up to $585, $670, or even more on the open market. So why are collectors going wild over this coin? What makes the 2001 D penny special? How can you identify if you have a rare one sitting right under your nose? And what is its current market value? Get ready, because we're about to unpack the history, hidden secrets, valuable varieties, and collector demand behind this modest but potentially extremely profitable coin. Make sure to watch this video all the way to the end, because the coin in your change jar could turn into serious cash. The Lincoln cent has been around since 1909, created to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and not just any person, but one of the most admired figures in American history, from its early wheat penny designs to the modern memorial reverse, and now the shield design. The Lincoln cent has gone through many transformations. But in 2001, something happened that made the Denver Mint's version of this coin, the 2001 D, stand out in a big way. Let's break it down. The 2001 D Lincoln cent was minted at the Denver Mint, located in Colorado. That little D mint mark right under the date shows it came from there. In 2001, the Denver Mint struck over 5 billion pennies, yes, with a B. That might sound like a lot, and it is. So you might be wondering, if billions were made, how can it be rare? Here's the twist: it's not just the coin's quantity, it's about quality, condition, and error types that make the difference. So what makes certain 2001 D Lincoln cents worth $585, $670, or even more? Most coins get banged up as soon as they leave the mint. But if your penny is in pristine condition, no scratches, no wear, original shine, it might qualify as a mint state MS coin. An MS-67 or MS-68 2001 D penny can fetch hundreds of dollars at auction because it's so hard to find. This is where things get even more exciting. Look for error varieties like center strikes. Part of the design is missing because it was struck off-center. Depending on the percentage of the off-center strike and visibility of Lincoln's profile, these coins can go from $50 to $300 or more. Double dies. These coins show doubling in the date, lettering, or Lincoln's features. A strong double die obverse can fetch high prices among collectors. Die cracks and cuds. A cud is a raised, blank area on the coin's edge where part of the die broke. These unique coins are one of a kind and sought after. Struck through grease or debris. Sometimes the coin is struck through foreign materials, making unusual surface textures or missing elements. A big plus in collector value. Coins with a bright, original red luster are labeled full red by grading companies like PCGS or NGC. A 2001 D Lincoln cent graded MS-67 RD can easily sell for $500 plus, especially if it's slabbed by a trusted third-party grading service. A 2001 D Lincoln cent graded MS-67 red by PCGS sold for $587 in a heritage auction. 1 Rare Center Strike 2001 D penny with about 30% misalignment sold for $215 on eBay. A certified 2001 D double die obverse in mint state condition went for $670 on great collections. Even raw, ungraded examples of error coins can sell for $50 to $200 depending on uniqueness and clarity. Sharp, uncirculated condition, no wear, full details, original shine, any visible errors, doubling, cracks, center, or strange marks. Bright red copper tone, not brown or dark. Use a 10x magnifying glass and good lighting to carefully inspect the date, mint mark, lettering, and Lincoln's profile. If you suspect you have a valuable one, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for grading. This small investment could significantly boost your selling price. Get it graded and authenticated by a trusted grading company, listed on eBay, heritage auctions, great collections, or Etsy. Join coin collector forums and Facebook groups to showcase your find. Attend local or national coin shows to meet dealers and collectors in person. The 2001 D Lincoln cent might seem common. After all, billions were made. But remember, it only takes one rare variation or high-grade survivor to turn your 1-cent coin into a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always check your change. Because in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest coin can make the biggest impact. Thanks for watching RF Coins. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update about rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you want us to cover a specific coin next. And remember, check your pockets, check your jars, and check those old coin rolls. You never know what treasure you might find. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and keep believing in the hidden value of everyday change.